Hey everyone, Couch Investor back to another Tesla weekly video for today. I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend so far. So we're starting the week with the graph here. Tesla closed at $274.39. Of course, we had that small gap up at the start of the week because of that Adam Jonas note. In my opinion, that $400 mark, based on all his assumption, is quite low, but okay, I mean, his previous price targets were a bit all over the place, so I'm not really taking him that serious right now. Now, overall, we are reaching that point again of $280 being quite a resistance. Let's wait and see what happens with the Fed decision next week. And of course, inflation is still playing a big part this year. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about Mexico, China, Europe, a lot of news with regards to Tesla. Of course, we had that release of Elon's biography by Walter Isaacson. I currently only have the audiobook. I'm already halfway through it. For those of you that have read the previous biography and the founder's book, it is pretty repetitive at start, and then we get into some more topics that we didn't know about before. So highly recommend you pick up a copy. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is this article that came out from Reuters. So Tesla reinvents car making with quiet breakthrough. They say here the company pioneered the use of huge presses with 6,000 to 9,000 tons of clamping pressure to mold the front and rear structures of its Model Y in a gigacasting process that slashed production costs and left rivals scrambling to catch up. In a bid to extend its lead, Tesla is closing in on an innovation that would allow it to die-cast nearly all the complex underbody of an EV in one place, rather than about 400 parts in a conventional car. Which led to this statement right here. It is an enabler on steroids. It has huge implications for the industry, but it is a very challenging task. Two of the sources said Tesla's previously unreported new design and manufacturing techniques meant the company could develop a car from the ground up in 18 to 24 months. We know that Musk was always a big fan of soda companies, how they produce that, and especially also the toy companies that produce those little die-cast cars. Moving on to AutoBidder, some part of Tesla's business that is not really talked about that much. So Rohan posted on, I believe this was LinkedIn, says here AutoBidder has grown its global portfolio to over 7 gigawatt hours of battery storage under direct dispatch next year, and our real-time algorithm have already returned over $330 million in trading profit to early storage investors. For those that don't know, AutoBidder is a real-time trading and control platform that provides value-based asset management and portfolio optimization, enabling owners and operators to configure operational strategies that maximize revenue according to their business objectives and risk preferences. Quickly touching on Ron Barron's appearance on CNBC, he said that his fund owns $4.7 billion in Tesla shares and thinks the stock could reach up to $1,350 per share in the next 7 years, meaning 2030. Now, as for India and Tesla's partnerships there, well, apparently Tesla plans to source components worth $1.7 to $1.9 billion from India and has already sourced parts worth $1 billion, according to India's trade minister. I believe this is just the start of a wonderful partnership. We've seen that with Apple as well. I think India will become a huge partner for a lot of US companies. Then moving on to some semi-Cybertruck news. So Tesla has removed the Model Y all-wheel drive variant from their US website. This means that the Model Y now starts at $50,490 in the US. And this might also mean that Tesla might be wanting to allocate the 4680 cells production capacity for the Cybertruck. Some people are saying this was never meant to be for the Model Y, this was just a testing period, etc., etc. Okay, remains to be seen, but this could be very exciting for the Cybertruck ramp. Now, before I touch on Mexico, if you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not. We're really close to 30,000 subscribers. Let's try and reach it before the end of the month. Thank you very much. And if you want to support me even further, do check out the link down in the description and in the pinned comment to get the top 10 best stocks to buy now, or go to fool.com/couchinvestor. Thank you very much. Now, with regards to Mexico, we have a couple of reports I want to go over. So first up was this one that says that Tesla and suppliers will invest $15 billion in Mexico factory, according to the local governor. Now, at first, this popped up on my feed on X saying that Tesla will invest $15 billion, but this just didn't make any sense. But now Tesla and suppliers, then yes, maybe it might make more sense. Of course, do share your thoughts down in the comments below. Then apparently Mexico's Nuevo León governor Samuel Garcia held a meeting with Tesla board members at his home. The future generation of Tesla vehicles will be a car with no mirrors, no rear mirrors, and no steering wheel. Of course, talking here about a robotaxi. He also says that the Tesla Gigafactory construction will be started soon. Nuevo León will deal with the entire water problem, from renovations, access to highways to factories. And then apparently the documents are expected to be delivered on Friday, so the time of making this video. Tesla will deliver a letter of intent to the state on Friday to formalize the installation and operation of its Gigafactory in Nuevo León. Remains to be seen if that will happen on Friday. There have been some delays there for quite a while. Then moving on to China. So for the week September 4 to September 10th, China reported 10,700 Tesla insured registrations. Again, we are on track for another record year and could very well be a record quarter, a pretty good one. This is of course despite the production slowdowns. Then this graph popped up from Rob Maurer, of course from Tesla Daily. So he said that Tesla produced 80,832 vehicles at Giga Shanghai in August. And this again is despite the imminent Model 3 upgrade. Shanghai production increased month over month, including 21,330 Model 3 and 59,502 Model Ys. Now, if you want to see the mix between the models that were insured and sold in China in recent weeks, here you are. You can clearly see a very clear decrease in Model 3. Now that we have the refreshed one, let's wait and see if we can see an increase. Then, as for Europe, according to Roland here on X, a great follow if you're on X, so far about half of the countries from which we have Tesla sales data for August are looking like a new record quarter. So that's France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, Austria, Romania. And he also added more recently Poland, Croatia, China, and Slovenia. Then, of course, for the whole of 2023 up until July, these numbers are up until July, not including August. Tesla sold 205,000 cars in Europe, and you can clearly see that they are growing at 134% year over year. The rest is growing besides Honda and Mitsubishi, but you can clearly see the difference between the growth rates. And so that will be it for this week's video. Of course, we also had the strike for the big three. The UAW went on a strike. Their demands, in my opinion, are a bit ludicrous, but hey, if they want to get paid right now and lose their jobs in the future, so be it. So that will be it for this video. If you enjoy this type of videos, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.